How's it going, everybody? This is Creighton Bush Rocks. Welcome to my channel. You look at my thumbnail, I'm holding some old magazines back when I was younger. This ain't all of them. I was just kind of going through my shelf there because I'm trying to make some room for some games, and I pulled out a little stack of magazines that I have back when I was a kid. Because one of them I'm going to get autographed by Robert Englund, I believe. I am going to go to Motor City Comic Con. I might be by myself when I go there, but I just want to get one autograph, and I'll probably just go home afterwards. But I'm going to show that magazine first. Now, growing up in the 80s was awesome. You know, most of my childhood was in the 80s and, 70s and all. I was born in 73. But the 80s, it was awesome. It was pretty sweet. When you get to the 90s and all that, by then, I'm just getting through high school and stuff like that, starting to drive and things and that. So, but I got one magazine I think came out in 1990. But let's go with the first one, and that's A Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger. I believe this was back in 88, 89 when this came out. But check that out. This is a magazine I'm going to probably have Robert Englund sign. I want to find a laser disc. I will pay extra money to have him sign a laser disc along with this. But I like in the back of this magazine here, it looks like a visit NEC's newest locations in Coolidge Corner, but something about looks like where you can order comic books and stuff like that. But pretty sweet. I always liked my horror movies even back when I was younger, so it was pretty sweet to get this when I was a kid. Well, how old was I? 1988. I'm probably in my 10, I was like 73, 83, I would be 10. I was probably about 15, 16 years old when I got this, but yeah, this is October of 1989, Volume 1, Number 1. I got more of these magazines probably of Nightmare on Elm Street, so this is just one of them. Tell some stories and stuff like that, but pretty sweet. I'll go through these magazines as much as possible. I like the fact that it's black and white and stuff like that, but that's pretty cool. But check that out. But yeah, so I'm going to get a plastic thing and a back cover and all that, get this thing wrapped up and get it ready for when I bring it with me, stuff like that. Next one is a show I watched back when I was younger, The Real Ghostbusters, and they had a magazine. This is fall from 1989. It's a special Halloween issue. I should have saved this for Halloween. I might dig this back out when I go through old Halloween magazines back when I was a kid. But for right now, we'll look at this one. But check that out. Pretty sweet. Look at the back. Look like it's got some Popeye in the back of it. Pretty awesome. You have to let me know if you had these, if you're my age, if you had these magazines too, back in the day. I never threw away a lot of my magazines. I kept a bunch of them down in the basement. I got a bin full of them. Pretty cool. I watch some YouTubers that get magazines in the mail and and they get certified. I got those magazines. I got a lot of old gaming magazines, but pretty sweet. Here we go. Nice poster, looks like right there. Neat. Ghoul School. I gotta say one thing. In my opinion, I still think the 80s is probably the best era. When the 90s came around, everybody got depressed because most of the music was depressing. I love the music in the 90s, don't get me wrong, but when it came to the 80s, it was fun. Ride your bikes, go out at dark time, and make sure you're home by when the lights come on and stuff like that. That's true. When we were kids, we did all kinds of stuff. I mean, we had a lot of fun acting out whoever we are and stuff like that. But here's the next magazine, Alf magazine. Yep, I watched Alf when I was younger too. Check that out. I like my cartoons and certain shows I watch and stuff like that. I wish I had an old MTV magazine. I probably do down in the basement maybe, because I watched a lot of MTV back in the day. But Alf, inside Alf's class notebook, and see, yeah, check that out. That's pretty sweet. But let's go through here. Check it out. Pretty neat. Got Chester Cheetah right there. Pretty cool. Got a little fan art. Pretty cool. So I collected comic books when I was a kid, so a lot of my magazines were comic related stuff too and stuff like that. I was going to dig those out. Some of my comic magazines might be a different video, but pretty cool. But I figure me growing up doing video games, I want to show some of my magazines. It might not be video game related, but considering when I was younger, you know, I was in all kinds of things like I am still. Comic books, magazines, video games, music. It kind of all falls into place. It's all fun. I like showing these because these kind of magazines are going to go away someday. It's all going to be digital. But yeah, there's an old action magazine from back in the day I picked up probably at my local 7-Eleven store. It's got explosive poster. Action Heroes, the Summers of the Hottest Films. Check that out. One of those old magazines. Oh yeah, look on the back of this thing. It's advertising Star Trek: The Next Generation. Pretty cool. Supposedly it had a poster which I probably took out and hung it up in my room somewhere. Yeah, poster's gone. But pretty cool. I probably still have the poster in one of my bins of old stuff. Behind me is an attic. I got a bin full of stuff back there I like to dig out. Pretty cool. Check that out. Showing Top Gun, Unfinished Business, another round, License to Offend, and he, yeah, that's funny advertising Top Gun. How about Schwarzenegger? Oh, and looks like Predator. I think it's Predator, or is it Commando? It might be Commando. Yeah, Commando. That's an old picture of Arnold. I'll be back. Oh yeah, showing all kinds of stuff when he was Conan. Pretty sweet. Wow. RoboCop. Different time in just a different era. So, I mean, it was pretty fun. Oh yeah, Dick Tracy. What's another one in here? This thing was packed. Oh wow, the Young Guns and stuff. This is advertised, I think, Young Guns too. Pretty cool. Go through a couple more pictures. Not the Captain America that we know. This is the older Captain America. Pretty sweet. Got the Red Skull there. Oh, Michael Douglas and Black Rain, it looks like, but pretty cool magazine. Now the last one I'm going to show. This was supposed to be a poster magazine, which I probably have all the posters in one of my growing up boxes or whatever, but I still got the magazine. All the posters came out there. Tempest, the spectacular posters from Willow. Yeah, the old Willow movie. Was it Netflix had the Willow TV show? I don't remember, but they're trying to bring it back. But pretty sweet. You know, it was back in the day when I watched the original Willow. I probably watched it in the theaters and stuff like that. But that's supposed to be a poster magazine. If I ever find the posters and stuff like that, I will dig it out. And oh, check that out. See that sticker book? I got that sticker book. I have to dig that out. That's pretty cool. Back when they were making the movie and stuff like that, I explained to you how they did it and stuff. Pretty cool. Warwick Davis. He was a good actor. Oh, Leprechaun, I believe. Yeah. He was doing Willow back in the day. Oh, Fangoria, talking about the different magazines. I got all those magazines are in this thing right here, which is showing Starlog, Fangoria, Gore Zone, Comic Scene. I got a bunch. I got some of those. But Val Kilmer, pretty sweet. Awesome. But yeah, that's pretty cool. This thing held a lot of posters, so the staples are kind of coming out of this one. So yeah, how many magazines did I show today? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. So I get this 5 little blasts from the past. These magazines. I had to dig this one out because this is gonna probably get autographed. This is, you know, they'll probably be in the back there behind me and stuff like that. After I get it autographed. The laser disc I'm looking at, I have to order it soon because the Comic-Con's in November. It's $200, but I want it. So that I want to get a laser disc signed by Robert Englund. But okay, enough ranting. I got to get ready for work. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. I would say give me a thumbs down, but when you look at old stuff like this, it's pretty sweet, man. Let me know in the comments below if you had these back when you were younger, if you're around my age and stuff like that. Did you have them? Did you buy them? I had my local 7-Eleven store and stuff like that, and then rode with my parents out to different stores and pick up magazines. So being in the city, I got to pick up a lot of these magazines. I had my paper out. That'd be a different story for a different day. But I'll check y'all in the next video. Fun times, everybody. Bye. Or say fun times indeed, everybody.